Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Never let a good crisis go waste. I've heard these words more often in the last 2 years of the pandemic than in the rest of my life. It is almost a cliche. But today, I'll tell you about a company that did just this. Hi, I'm Tanushree Banerjee, and today I'm going to tell you about a company that literally went from riches to rags and back to riches by the sheer force of innovation. The company actually used the worst crisis of its life to become the strongest player in its core business. It all started in the summer of 1988 in Ahmedabad. Temperature in the month of May was consistently close to 40 degrees Celsius. Achal Bakery, an entrepreneur with a brand new business, sold his entire inventory of air coolers that summer. Clearly, his business was booming in the sweltering heat. The icing on the cake was that he was selling his air coolers at a price double that of competitors. Over the next few years, his company, Symphony, rapidly scaled up across India. It moved out of the basement operations and established a factory to manufacture air coolers. In 1994, Symphony had a successful initial public offering, IPO. But then came the pressure from investors to diversify into other household electrical appliances, especially to counter the seasonal nature of the air cooler business. What followed brought Symphony to near extinction. The company spread itself too thin and ended up in bankruptcy. But Symphony used the crisis to break free from its past. Achal Bakery exited all the other categories except air coolers, the core business. The company focused on innovation and making better air coolers. To ensure survival, what it did was that it improved the rate of innovation, which outpaced the rate at which the products were copied by competitors. Increasingly, the company's return on capital became the central focus. Symphony moved to an asset-light model. It shut down its factory and outsourced manufacturing to third parties. All it owned were the design and the intellectual property. Over time, not just Indians looking for cheaper alternative to air conditioners, but Walmart, Home Depot, Sears stores in the US, JD.com warehouse in China, amphitheaters in Dubai, Gazprom Mars Stadium in Mexico, and textile factories in Vietnam became Symphony's customers. Today, the company has 45% share of the organized market for air coolers by volume, 50% share by value, 75% share of the organized sector's profits. A simple Google search will tell you that Symphony has enjoyed the best rating amongst air cooler brands for many years. This is why it sells its products against 100% advance payment even during the non-summer months. COVID-19-led lockdown had a drastic impact on air conditioner and air cooler businesses in the summer of 2020. But the bad few quarters impacted Symphony's unorganized competitors much more. It turns out Symphony was a clear winner of the inevitable consolidation in the sector in the post-pandemic recovery phase. The penetration of white goods like air conditioners and air coolers in India is still very low. It is still in single digits like 6 to 8%. Therefore, the strongest players like Symphony benefited from an immense tailwind during the upcoming consolidation phase. Now, you'll be shocked to know that the stock of this once bankrupt company became a 30-bagger between 2011 and 2018. And despite the range-bound movement of the stock over the past few years, the fundamentals of the company versus its competitors continues to be very inspiring. Symphony has, over the years, built its moat by focusing on product innovation and distribution for cooling solutions that people purchase while graduating from a fan. But it has also graduated to producing higher value products for homes, malls and hotels that are centrally air conditioned. The consistency in its new product launches is testimony of the company's commitment towards innovation. Symphony outsources 100% of its domestic production through its tie-ups with 10 original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. It thereby reduces the risk of reliance on a single source, and that enables it to remain asset light. Its outsourcing model leaves Symphony's management free to focus on innovation, marketing, and brand building. Between 2007 and 2022, Symphony focused on product innovation and building its distributor and dealer base. From about 100 distributors in 2007, it has over 1,000 today, while the dealer number grew from 2,000 in 2007 to over 30,000 today, spread across 5,000 towns. While the retail air cooler business has stiff competition from unorganized players, there are barriers to entry in the large corporate air cooling projects. Symphony has made a good headway by taking up air cooling projects for factories to engineering workshops, floors to chemical and textile factories where air conditioning is neither feasible nor economical. In addition, it has also spotted a potential market in vast spaces of temples, marriage halls, schools, hospitals, poultry farms, and greenhouses. The company has not only executed air conditioning of some of the most iconic infrastructure projects in India, but also the world's largest air cooling project at Mecca complex in Saudi Arabia. Symphony is amongst the top 3 branded players in this segment apart from Voltas and Bluestar. Its tie-ups with several large corporates for air cooling solutions offers the company a significant edge over competitors. Of course, every business has its fair share of risks, and so does Symphony. Bad summer, seasonal rainfall and thunderstorm in the northern parts of India, and dumping of air coolers at discounted rates by unorganized players typically tends to hurt volumes in the domestic market. However, when the industry faced a problem of excess inventory lying with distributors, Symphony was better placed. The COVID-19 pandemic nevertheless took a toll on volumes in 2020-2021 as the company could not dispatch all the products during the lockdown phases. To tide over such seasonal variations in demand on a year-on-year basis, Symphony has used technological innovations to its advantage. Technological innovations like smart locks, feather touch digital control panels, remote control, auto swings, alarms, and other such niche features are gaining popularity over the technologically austere products of the unorganized segment. Financially too, Symphony has had a solid track record. The company has a strong balance sheet, an asset-light model, and low working capital. More importantly, Symphony has consistently generated return on equity of more than 25% over the past decade. In fact, when you compare the company against its larger competitors like Voltas and Bluestar, Symphony's numbers certainly are noteworthy. But what is most enticing about the business is that the company is one of the most underrated green energy stocks. With air coolers having a clear advantage over air conditioners in terms of large-scale cooling solutions, it is a matter of time that Symphony gets its due. Mind you, this is not a recommendation and you must check the financials and the valuations of the company before acting on it. And also consult your financial advisor if necessary before acting on this stock. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.